All right, hello everybody. You guys should already know me by now if you're coming to watch me. I am Tall Yep. Tonight I will be bringing you the Division E game of this lovely cat rivalry between Nexus Cats and MHS Tigers. Tonight I will be joined in the co-cast chair by Double Dam. So, say hello, Double Dam.
Hello. Hey, I am Double Dam. Got my ears on for tonight, ready for some feline ferocity.
Ain't that the truth? All right, so we got everybody in the lobby, and just to kind of give everybody a heads up, this first map is actually the pick for Nexus Cats. It's going to be Evil Sky Foundry, and then in game 2, which is the MHS Tigers pick, is going to be Towers of Doom. And for those people who love extra details, the map bans were Brax's Holdout and Infernal Shrines. So just let me make sure everybody's ready, and we will try to get everybody going and get some lovely games going this evening.
I'm excited.
All right, so we got one team ready already. Always a good sign. All right, so we got, yeah, everybody's ready. All right, so let's get into this game. All right. So without any further ado, let's get into this draft here. I'm kind of curious to see, just based on my research, if Nexus Cats is going to be trying to play that Deckard Cain again. Or is MHS Tigers going to throw out that little murky that they like to seem to play?
And White Mane is available this week, so we'll see if she gets banned.
That could be a possibility. I mean, I think she got slightly nerfed in this patch.
That's what I've been reading.
She might not be as strong. Ooh, MHS Tigers have been doing some studying. Goodbye, Deckard.
They did their research.
And then we have a Fat Modan ban coming from Nexus Cats, which isn't, that uncommon on this map.
True. They knew who they wanted to ban.
Yeah, they took no time with it. Jimmy Rayner next on the axe list, so we won't be getting full pepper here in this game. Countered up with the Blaze.
Yeah, Blaze is my favorite. So
yeah, Blaze is definitely one of those strong solo laners. First pick Alex Straza coming from MHS Tigers. Life Binder can be a little bit OP, depending if you use it good. Let's see what they pick up here from Nexus Cats. Ooh. Going for that strong tank Joanna. Definitely in one of those top tier tanks right now. Followed by the Admiral Stukov, if you guys haven't also realized I'm a big fan of.
Yeah, he's good for using his silence on the points.
Yeah, he's good for that. I'm a big StarCraft fan, so he's just one of my favorite. One of my favorite follows. Anyway, so we have Garage Sonya coming from MHS Tigers. That front line kind of solidified. The Garage pick I like, especially on this map. If you get a really good throw, you can throw out a potential squishy. Definitely wouldn't be good on the Joanna, though. You can just use Iron Skin and get away. Yeah, Kael'thas's getting banned out here. I mean, he's not like the most... I wouldn't say he's like the most deadliest thing you could ban, but, if he's played good and played right, there has a potential to, spread Living Bomb, and, he can just... He can kind of just have that poke game and just whittle away a team. Chromie being banned, which isn't also a bad ban, but, I saw something in her patch notes today, but I didn't really pay attention to her. We have Artanis Junkrat coming from Nexus Cats. Some potential swaps here.
Yep. Maybe some grabbing the amateur opponent to take down the protector if they don't get it.
Yeah, he would be good for that. I mean, he's really good burning down your mortal on BOE. And an interesting final two
Oh,
picks coming from MHS Tigers. It'll be Genji followed up with the Hanzo.
yeah, brothers are playing
All right,
together.
so I kind of see some gank potential here. With the garage throw with Genji just and Hanzo just following up. Sonya should be their solo laner by default. So let's see what the last pick is. Cassia. I like how they kind of hid that in there
Oh,
with the first pick, Joanna. So
yeah, get some
I mean,
blinds with
Artanis is
Joe.
probably definitely at this point going suppression pulse as well. So it looks like Cassia is going to be their go-to carry hero in this game. I'm kind of split on who I'm kind of determining for these for this draft here. Like, what are you feeling?
I like Nexus cats. I like the Joe Cassia and Artanis. I also like the Junkrat thrown in. Get some people off the point with mines. But I haven't seen a Hanzo Genji play together in quite a while, so I'm
Yeah,
interested in
yeah,
that.
it's definitely kind of curious. I mean, I feel like that setup though is really contingent on like Garrosh getting a good throw, though.
Yeah, and he's a tough hero to play, so I'll be interested to see if we can get those throws in.
All right, so we're just waiting to load in game guides.
So I just love that these teams are both feline oriented and playing each other. It's a fun addition onto
All
the
right, so
night.
right now we are getting into this game. We are going to be having on the blue team, Nexus Cats. It's going to consist of that guy on the Joanna, Shadow Guard on the Artanis, Admiral Stukov being played by Lulu, Mark Zombie playing the Junkrat, and last but not least, the Captain Arthanow on Cassia.
And on the red team, we have the MHS Tigers. See if they can play perfect tonight. So Hanzo is Winslow. Alex Straza is Gar Chomp Chum. Garrosh is Wolf Dark. Genji B Blob. And Sonya
And then we have
Shadow
Winslow there
Mist.
from MHS Tiger saying hi, Twitch chat to the world. Oh, so we have a swap coming out on the Garage right now. The mine coming in. Garage actually getting annihilated under 30 seconds in the game.
Nice pickup.
Well done by Nexus Cats. That mine already, like you said, is coming out very powerful in this game.
Yep. So we had Artanis split off and Junkrat too for the Nexus.
And it's going to be an interesting battle. It's going to be Sonya versus Junkrat in lane and Hanzo and Artanis in the lane. So I'm just kind of be nosy and look at them for a second. Not really much going on there, top lane. I just kind of feel like Junkrat's going to have the advantage against the Sonya there. Just can poke at her all day. So right now we got two here. So far, not too much going on right now. A little bit of just some 1-3-1 split from each team. Garrosh sitting in the bush here on the Nexus Cat side, potentially looking for a throw. Ooh. Threw the minion. That's the only bad side about his throw is he'll throw the closest thing to him regardless if it's a hero.
Oh, yep. Just like that Stitch's hook. You never know when you're going to catch a minion.
So far, it just seems like a little bit of rotation back and forth. Let's check out this Junkrat Sonya going on here. Yeah, as I predicted, Sonya is just not really winning that lane as that much.
We did earlier have Genji join his brother Hanzo top lane, but Artanis went back to mid, so whatever gank they had in the plan.
Yeah, I kind of like what MHS Tigers is doing right now. They're working on taking that fortification camp, and those camps are really strong on these points here. And Nexus Cat's following up a little bit themselves there. Definitely who has the majority of these camps in the later game will also help determine this too, especially if you can get that support camp. And it looks like potentially Hanzo there and his brother Genji cleaning up that siege camp, trying to get a little bit extra lane push before this control point unlocks. I kind of like that though. It's really good timing. So odds are Artanis is going to be down at the objective, and so that's just going to give them some free push. Junkrat setting up his a little bit of mines, his trap there. Ooh,
there she goes. Dragon
Queen is pretty strong in this little bit of scenario. She can just bully out a lane. That good AoE healing. So right now we have MHS Tigers working on cleaning this, taking this point for the moment. However, Nexus Cats had Artanis cleaning up the top lane of that siege camp. Iron Skin coming from the Joanna to avoid that Sonya stun. Garage getting hit out by the mine. He's gone again. Sonya actually getting a little bit low too. Joe's actually low. Artanis finishes her off. So right now the entire front line of MHS Tigers has been annihilated. Nexus Cats, well on their way to 7. They're about to get it now. They have about half of a level experience lead on them.
Yeah, this first few levels, Garrosh is a little weak, so we'll see if, as he levels up, if he...
Ooh, Alex Straza getting bumped away by that mine all the way back in our base. But yeah, you're right. I kind of definitely feel like they have more of a later game composition compared to, Nexus Cats. But I feel if MHS Tigers doesn't give too much in the sense of dying, they still have potential here.
Yep.
Oh, Sonya actually getting caught out. Garrosh stunning him away. Stukov silenced it right there in the middle. Sonya is about to go down again. Artanis actually getting caught out.
Garrosh in trouble.
I do believe, though, that was the first kill for MHS Tigers of the game. Genji's next to go down. And the Protector is going to go to Nexus Cats. Artha now in the driver's seat.
Oh. Looks like we might need to pause.
I don't see the pause option. There we go. Cool.
So it looks like we have a disconnect.
Yeah, so just stand by here.
I've come to say good night.
We'll just stand by here, wait and see what's going on with these guys. Oh, thank you, Bobo. Thank you for the good wishes.
Yeah, so I did see some stats in the Discord about the first objective. The team win rate was about 69%.
Yeah.
So we'll see if that's true here.
Yeah, I still feel like this is just going to be a pretty even series, though, just overall. I mean, just based off round 1, we have Nexus Cats right now with a 5 wins to their name and 1 loss versus MHS Tigers that have 4 wins and 2 losses. So relatively even so far in their record in NGS.
And you never know, like those later Protectors, they become super strong, and somebody behind can come back pretty quick.
That is very true. I mean, I feel like MHS Tigers does have that little bit of damage. Hanzo, Sonya, they have some damage to be able to whittle down the Protector. So I'm hoping it doesn't do that much damage towards them. I want the Battle of the Cats to go as long as it can. Right now, we're just waiting for a reconnect, guys, and then we should be able to get back into this game. It's actually my first technical issue in a cast so far. But yeah, overall, just so far it seems to be a pretty standard game. Though I do enjoy those Junkrat mines just throwing Garrosh right back into the towers. I can only imagine how the Garrosh felt both times. Because I main tank on my team, and if I'm getting tossed out that far, I'm just thinking, I'm like, all right, what's my exit? And unfortunately for Garrosh, he doesn't really have any. He moves slow. He doesn't have an escape like a Muradin, or he doesn't have Iron Skin like Joe, or he doesn't have or even Diablo. If you're caught surrounded, you can try and shadow charge your way out.
Yep.
I'm
trying to come up with other clever taglines that involve cats. I have one so far that I'm saving up.
All right, so it looks like we're good here. All right, so it looks like we have both teams ready. The only downside is I realized I didn't set myself the referee, so I can't count down. All right, they figured that out, so they're counting it down, and they're going to have a resume. All right, so we are back into the game. All right, so here we go. We have Protector actually pushing the mid lane, which I'm kind of really confused about because the first Protector you definitely almost always want to take up the top lane, just to try and take out that wall so you have an advantage in the second one. I mean, a little bit of a team fight going on with the Protector. It's whittled down, so that was actually about as good as MHS Tigers can get. They lost a gate and a tower from that.
Mm-hmm.
So hopefully Nexus guys can kind of recoup from that disconnect. So right now we have Nexus Cats going for the Siege Camp. Stukov remaining in the mid lane, doing Stukov things. Junkrat and Sonya doing their Immortal Clash down here.
So Tigers are, picking up the next fortification camp.
Never a bad decision. The more camps you have, the better. Saudi actually getting picked up, which I didn't see on screen there, by 3-man rotation. Now they're working on getting their fortification camp. 10s are secured for Nexus Cats. We have Ball Lightning coming from the Cassia, Blessed Shield from the Joanna, Flailing Swipe from the Stukov, the Riptire from the Junkrat, and Suppression Pulse from Artanis. So right now, MHS Tigers needs to soak. Right now, work on getting that 10. And Nexus Cats getting that camp uncontested, though I'm kind of wondering why the Riptire was called. It actually has a pretty long cooldown. Ooh, so we do have some level 10 picks coming out from...
So Artanis just barely missed his swap on that Genji.
Alright, so for the level 10 picks from MHS Tigers, we have Dragon's Arrow from the Hanzo, Cleansing Flame from the Alex Straza. We have Warlord's Challenge, which is the taunt from Garrosh. We have X-Stripe from Genji, and then we have Wrath of the Berserker coming from Sonya. Little bit of an engage in top lane now. Suppressor Pulse coming in. Stukov silence there.
Silence.
Yeah, that
Dragon
ball
Pop.
lightning though was used,
I've
but
come to say
it was
good
used, but
night.
they didn't really get to follow up since Sonya got blown up really fast. So I kind of feel bad for the Cassia there. But overall, that was a really good, decent pick.
Mhm.
It should guarantee them at least the beginning part of this.
Yeah, death timers are still pretty low, so.
Artana's
Tigers can
missing a
recuperate.
swap again. Hanzo, played by the Onezo, trying to poke down the team of Nexus Cats. However, MHS Tigers, they're in a really prime position to take a fight. It's their best opportunity to do so since they're level down. Riptire coming in. Sonya actually getting blinded. Whirlwind is doing nothing for her, and she gets taken out again. X-Ray coming in, actually whittled down the Junkrat. Dragon Queen being popped. Taunt is coming in. Garrosh barely gets away with a little bit of health. And actually right now, Junkrat's low, Stukoff's low. MHS Tigers actually securing the point for a little bit here. Ooh, that Garrosh in a little bit of trouble. But he manages to get away. So Sonya coming back up now. 13s are about to be online for Nexus Cats. Who's swap coming in on the Hanzo? Oh,
Down.
that mine there just created.
Great mind. Yeah, this Junkrat is. I'm enjoying it.
Yeah, that was just some crazy mind play coming in. So
Yeah. The claws have come out.
yeah, Nexus Cats is saying, hey, there's only one cat in Division E, and their name is Nexus. So right now we have the Protector coming in. Riptire being used by the Junkrat. Sonya actually getting down really low. Ooh, the Garrosh actually also hit with a mine, gets taken out. It seems that Nexus Cats really likes to enjoy their team fighting with the Protector.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to secure the top fort. Sonya being brave, getting rooted, and gets annihilated. That's the only bad side to playing a Sonya when you have a Cassia, because Joanna's going to blind you. Cassia is going to blind you even more.
Mm-hmm.
So you're never going to heal as a Sonya. And right now, you know, they're trying to whittle down that mid fort. They're not going to be able to get it, though, but they got it about halfway down. Ooh, Joanna actually getting flipped over, taunted, and she is actually taken down. It's the second kill for MHS Tigers of this game. So while Nexus Cats have their claws out, the Tigers have said, we're not dead yet.
Who's the bigger cat?
And
around
actually,
here?
MHS Tigers are going to invade the fortification camp of Nexus Cats. This is such a ballsy play. They don't even have 13s. And they managed to steal it. Well done. Well done.
Yeah, Junkrat a little late on his mine. He was trying to pop them out of there, but unfortunately,
You know, I kind of actually really liked that steal right there. However, Nexus Cats is going to be able to get that support camp, or they're actually, looks like they're trying to get a 4-man gank on this Sonya. The blinds, the swaps, the mines. Sonya is just having a bad day. Sonya the heroes. Riptire being called in again. Genji using his protect there. Ooh, the swap coming in on Alex Straza. Sheesh.
Swap. That's, yeah, good pick.
Oof. This rivalry is definitely spicy already. Support camp being taken now.
Hanzo's top clear.
Yeah, I really feel like MHS Tigers at this point really needs to make some kind of play happen. I mean, they could try and soak for 16, but I really feel like they need to make something happen to try and balance out that XP so they can get closer to 16 before Nexus Cats hits 20. In fact, we actually have...
Yeah, Sonya being a little brave, bottom lane.
Well, she should have vision from that garage up there, being able to see that there's at least 3 to 4 up there. But I don't blame them. They need to make some kind of play happen, try and get some experience. So they didn't actually really get much out of it. They didn't get any towers or anything, but give them credit for trying. However, the rotation coming down.
Yeah, I think we're gonna have a gank here. Yep.
Actually, Sonya. Oh no, Riptire's gonna finish her off. For a second, I thought she was going to get away.
Oh, Artanis in trouble up here.
Yeah, actually, that Dragon Arrow coming in, the D-Strike coming in, Cleansing Flame being used, MHS Tigers actually getting a 2-for-1 trade here. Now is the kind of thing they needed, a kind of a play to get them closer up in experience.
Yeah, this third protector is pretty strong, so...
And it actually made Nexus Cats use their support camp, so they won't even have that. Remember, they are working again in their fortification camp. MHS Tigers doing the smart thing and trying to soak the lane, try and get that much closer to 16. Could we see the first protector for the Tigers this game? Alright, so now we have Nexus Cats coming in, getting ready for the engage. Swap coming in on the garage. While Lightning be used, Riptire being used. Alex Strauss is doing her best to heal the team. Sonya's not going to make it, though. Alex Strauss is next to go. And just as quick as Nexus Cat came, MHS Tigers leave.
Yeah, they got it to 99%, so close, and a good invade on the...
Yeah, right now, just based on the hero damage right now and just everything, it seems like Junkrat is... I would definitely put Junkrat as almost their MVP in this game. He's done a lot of great plays.
Yeah, so far. Yep.
However, MHS Tigers isn't out yet. They got 16. They're on the same talent tier. They still have a chance to make a play here. Ultimates are working on coming back online right now. Turret actually being dropped sneakily back there.
Ooh, 97.
Ooh, that garage is in a bit of trouble though. Actually, the Artanis actually getting flipped. Alstrazi using her cleansing flame. Arthur now getting pushed back. Riptire being used on the Sonya. Ooh, that Sonya's in a bad position. But she managed to get picked up by the Genji. And this is actually... Nexus Cat's actually potentially pulling back here. So the first protector for MHS Tigers. This could actually be a game-changing protector. If they do this right, they could even push and potentially get a keep.
Oh.
All right, so we have a bit of technical difficulty again. Arthur now seems to be not liking himself today.
Damn. These kittens keep losing their mittens.
Well, that was really quick because soon as he dropped, he came back in. He said, "I'm not sure what's going on, but I'm good now." All right, so sorry for the very brief delay. Just getting ready to do the countdown. Man, this has definitely been an exciting game. It's definitely more exciting now that we have the Tigers deciding to sharpen their claws and use them right now.
Yep.
All right, so we're back in the game. Protector pushing the keep wall right now. So far, I actually do like the way that MHS Tigers is using their Protector a little bit more. Actually, a good flip on that Joanna. However, the Stukov Silence coming out. Artanis and Joe doing what they can. Try to whittle the Protector down. They're not going to be able to get the keep. But they did get a good amount of damage on it. They're backing up safely, playing it safe right now. Overall, not a bad Protector from Tigers.
Yeah, they're only behind maybe what 3/4 of a level now, so that helped them.
Oh yeah,
gain some
agreed.
Good experience.
Working on trying to pick up just that little bit more too from that tower. A failed swap from Shadow Guard there. So right now, this could be anyone's game.
So
Even though we have 19 kills to 5 kills, this could still be anyone's game. That Protector can make or break a game, especially late game. So right now, support camp being grabbed up by MHS Tigers. Fortification camp being taken by Nexus Cats. Sony work on cleaning up the top lane. And are we actually going to get an invade? Ooh, I like this cheeky play.
Ooh, here it comes.
And, but the Garrosh did get the vision on it. The swap actually missed on the Garrosh. So that was actually a good call. He caught it. They managed to get away. And Fortification Camp is stolen by Nexus Cats. However, I don't blame Tigers for disengaging from that. The last thing they want right now is to actually get picked. They actually just they need to soak and try to get 20 before the objective.
And Junkrat poking at that mid fort.
That mid fort is basically forfeit. If I was Tigers, I wouldn't be all too concerned about it. The Shadow Guard is actually doing his best to try and get some of them swaps out. He's had a couple of close calls. And Nexus Cats right now looking for that soak for 20. Disengaging from MHS Tigers because they too don't want to take a fight yet. They'll take a fight. They'll try and they'll take any fight they want when they get 20, as long as MHS Tigers doesn't have 20. Dross actually getting a little bit caught out, manages to get away though. The Riptide being summoned. However, the only target was on the, I do believe, Genji. Ooh, here we got a fight here. We have Hanzo being swapped in. Sonya, Hanzo are going down. Cleansing Flame coming in, trying to keep the Genji alive. And that was the last thing the Tigers needed right now.
So we got a control point unlocking in about 12 seconds. Death timer's at 40.
Yeah, and right now, you can just tell that, Nexus Cats is actually working on trying to solidify this keep.
Yeah. Taking advantage
However,
of the
Garrosh
deaths.
was... Ooh, Alex Straza and Garrosh are so low. Alex Straza is down now, too. This could actually be game right here. Ooh.
Oh, awesome swap. Genji gets away. Oh.
He's real low right now.
Wow, what a mine. Oh.
Yeah, but yeah, right now, Nexus Cats just needs to get this objective, and they can push mid and end the game. So, MHS Tigers is one man down, so they don't have a healer. However, I do feel like they need to try and maybe passively try and contest the point, so until Alex can get up, but.
So a gank here up on Junkrat.
Yeah, but he manages to get away. It was close, though.
Get away.
They're opting to get the support camp. I mean, you still got a little bit of time. Alex is up, so actually it looks like now, potentially, they're going to try and do that poke and try and contest. Junkrat's at top lane right now, so he's not there. Genji trying to poke at the back line right now. Actually rooting out that Cassia. The front line being taunted by Garrosh. Joe getting flip Riptire being used. Garrosh is actually real low. Cleansing Flame is coming out. Artanis takes out the Sonya. That Joe's actually kind of low, though.
Yeah, Stukov got his pathogen out, so it was good healing.
You know, I give the Tigers credit. You know, they had to at least try. But, you know, the Tigers here are going to be on the defense now as Nexus Cats takes their third protector of the game and a potentially game-ending one. MHS Tigers needs one hell of a defense in order to make this not a game ender. I feel like they've been kind of really focusing the Joe too much. Alex Shaw's actually getting caught out. Manages to get away though. Genji doing his best to try and peel out that back line. However, Stukov with the pathogens being able to get those good heals. You know, the weird thing about the protector though is from Nexus Cats is they really do like the team fight with it first.
Yeah. I think
you know, actually, Junkrat does die, but Junkrat takes Genji with him in death. And now it's just Sonya for the defense. However, there really isn't any blinds right now. But this game one is going to go to Nexus Cats right here at the end. So here we go. Game number one going to Nexus Cats. So yeah, that was just a really intense first game, especially towards that little bit of the end. It was a little bit more back and forth. However, right now in game one, from the looks of the stats, Nexus Cats is definitely currently the cat with the bigger claws, the more ferocious meow to them.
The cat's
very
meow.
True. You know, even here I'm just looking at stats right now. You know, Junkrat definitely that MVP for that team. And, you know, however, though, Winslow, you know, from MHS Tigers, you know, his hero damage was up there. You know, they just couldn't really capitalize on kills. And that Sonya, I feel so bad for her. 11 deaths to that Sonya.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so with that being said, stand by because my mouse actually took a crap and I need to replace the battery. So bear with me, people. All right, there we go.
Well, you know, when the mice are away.
See, that's what happened. The cats were so ferocious, they made my mouse die. Anyway, so let's work on getting these guys into game number 2. It's going to be on Towers of Doom, so please stand by. And, you know, for those of you that have come out, feel free to, you know, hit that follow button, you know, or if you guys have seen, you know, I put my Twitter up there. Feel free to follow my Twitter or even Double Dam's Twitter. You know, you'll be able to see whenever she's co-casting or whenever I plan on casting or any stuff coming up with my team. That's also a Divi team or any of the other teams that are in my community, like Storm Division's team name change or, you know, Division B's team Brain Dead. You know, so you'll be able to see, you know, some cool things about NGS across the board for me if you follow my Twitter as well. A little bit of a shameless plug for myself there. All right, so just let me work on getting these guys in here. So do you have any comments from that first game?
I go with my first instinct that I like the Cats draft. I think it worked well for them. They got their team fights in. And close, the Tigers were close with picking up that third protector. They got almost the keep down, but unfortunately lost the next one.
Yeah, that's very true. I mean, it's not over yet, though. Mm-hmm. This is actually the map pick we're about to play on for MHS Tigers. I like the pun there. Good game so far, Felines. Very, very good game. Indeed. All right, so we're just waiting for one more person to get in this lobby, and then we should be ready to go. And it's on Towers of Doom, which I do enjoy some good Towers of Doom. It's really one of those maps that has the potential of, if there was any comeback map, this is it. Because you can't directly hit the core. You can't, you can't directly hit the core, and that just can make such a huge game changer. I mean, I've played games where I've had one shot left on our tower and came back and won. It is doable. All right, so we have everyone in this lobby. Make sure everyone's ready to go. All right, so we got everyone ready to go. Just actually need to do one more thing. Just need to update the score. All right, so yeah, I should have that updated. All right, so let's get into it. Our second game of the evening of Nexus Cats versus MHS Tigers on Towers of Doom. All right. So let's see how this shows up. I wonder if there's going to be any respect bands coming out of that game. Perhaps a Cassia, or maybe even that Junkrat.
Mm-hmm.
So what kind of heroes would you like to see coming out in this draft potentially?
I don't know. I wonder if they'll go Stukov again so they can help assist the pumpkins. Not assist pumpkins, but if their pumpkins are coming against them, the silence stops the pumpkins from turning into the little quarter bombs.
Yeah, that Junkrat getting banned. Nexus Cats sticking with the Fat Modan ban.
Maybe some globals picked up.
And then Blaze getting banned again from Nexus Cats. It seems they have some go-to bans, and those are them. So let's see what the second ban is from MHS Tigers. I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing like a Dahaka ban. False could be a potential here. Maybe even get a Joe ban, because I feel that, she kind of... Oh, there's the Dino. He got banned. So let's see what the first pick be from Nexus Cats. Ooh, there's that Deckard. Lulu taking up that Deckard. He or she seems to enjoy Deckard game. Thank you, Stats of the Storm, for providing me that lovely information today. So let's see what the picks are from MHS Tigers now. Alex Traza and Urel. Now, you as a solo laner should know that Urel is one of, if not the best solo laner in the game right now.
But I was surprised I didn't see her like last map for those kind of point advantage. Yeah,
it would have been really nice to see her. So we have the Jaina coming out and the Dibbles, who I am just a huge fan of on this map. He can shadow charge people, get those nice wall bangs, especially if you spec him to where he gets more damage at 13. That's, I do believe it's called Devastating Charge. And then at 16, if you take Domination, you basically charge someone into a wall, flip them, and then charge them right back into your team. They're not getting very far. And then a very safe ban, Falstad, eliminating globals.
Yeah, I don't think we'll see a 2 support right
Yeah, right? That'd be really weird. I mean, I can almost feel like since you see a Urel, you're going to be expecting another tank, so I would actually expect to see Nexus Cats pick up some kind of other tank. Maybe grab that Artanis again.
Mm-hmm.
Or Leoric maybe, or... very interesting.
Mm.
Now, I would just expect to see Taunt coming out of this variant. And then he picked up the Phoenix. I'm kind of not 100% about this drafting so far from MHS Tigers. I mean, Varian could be like a main tank if you spec him that way, but you know, they had all the tank pool to them. They had Joanna, they had Muradin, Artanis, and then actually Nexus Cats stealing the Hanzo from MHS Tigers. So let's see what the last pick is going to be. I mean, Chromie can be good in certain instances here on this map, especially if she just hides in her fort and just, you know.
Yeah, poking.
And just throws her Dragon's Breath. All right, so we're getting ready to get into this game now. And I'm actually kind of feeling the draft more from Nexus Cats in this game.
Yes, same. I wish I would have seen either or, like with Urel and Varian, not necessarily both of them.
I mean, Urel could be potentially like a main thing, I guess, but it's like she's just so good in the solo lane, it doesn't make sense. And in the Varian, it's like I would have rather seen like a Joanna maybe, so, like an extra beefy tank, or maybe even a Muradin who can jump into that back line, stun the Jaina, and get support from Urel. You know, but we'll see. We'll see how MHS Tigers is going to play this out. Just waiting for the game to load.
Yeah.
All right, so we are in the game now, guys. All right, so game number 2, map number 2 of this series. On the left side, representing Nexus Cats, we're going to have that guy on the Dibbles, Shadow Guard again on the Artanis. We're going to have Mark Zombie on the Jaina. We're going to have Parthenel, the captain, on Hanzo, and Lulu on the favored Deckard King.
And red team, right side is MHS Tigers, and Winslow is Chromie. B-Blob is Phoenix, Wolf Dark Urel, Shadow Fist Varian, and Gar Chomp Chum Alex Strauss.
All right, so let's see how this game plays out.
So, automatic 1-3-1.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely using Urel for that soloing capacity. Artanis going up to meet her in combat.
Don't want to get caught in the 5v5.
And Diablo actually playing in the bot lane against Phoenix. Interesting. I would have rather seen like the Hanzo maybe down there. Yeah, I'm pretty sure in that Artanis Urel fight, Urel is going to win every time. Varian actually kind of whittled down a little bit. Healing coming out from Alex Straza. Chromie hitting the Jaina in the back line. So always these early games. I'm just kind of curious to see how this Phoenix Diablo play is going. And actually so far, Diablo opting to sit closer to his wall. And actually, right now, MHS Tigers just has just a smidgen of a lead in experience.
Yeah. almost thought they were gonna do some full rotation, but only Varian went down. Phoenix came back up. Tigers is gonna pick up their camp.
Yeah, sapper camps are always a plus on this map, especially later on. And that bottom lane is just a huge priority in this game because later on, if you're low on shots and you don't have your bottom tower, they can just get both sapper camps and try and get 6 free shots off. And actually, Nexus Cats actually securing the top sapper camp with Artanis and Jaina coming in. So a little bit of a trade out. However, Urel pushing all of that back.
So Varian did go taunt.
It wouldn't really have made sense if he didn't, because if you went like Colossus Smash, I just kind of feel like the damage wouldn't be necessarily there quick enough to blow up whoever he smashes. And so we have the altars coming up now online. Urel up in the top one, and Artanis in the top one for Nexus Cats. However, it is a 3v4 down here. Chromie actually poking at that Artanis. Varian a little low. However, the heal from Alex manages to keep him alive, and he does get away. And it's a little bit of a battle right now in the top lane. Actually, right now, Nexus Cats is actually fairly low. And that Chromie being able to just poke at that, however, they're not going to be able to... Oh, Urel actually saving that. Actually, right now, Nexus Cats is actually relatively low. Phoenix actually securing a kill. Urel taking out Deckard. And MHS Tigers coming back in this game, too, so far, saying, hey, you guys may have got game 1, but don't let yourself get... Don't let that fool you.
Don't get too comfy.
Don't go play with the catnip just yet. Alright, so right now we have Varian coming down there in the bot lane against Diablo, and a potential rotation coming in. They're not going to be able to get him in time, but they'll be able to take down that tower. If they're going to have this much invested down here, I'd probably say work on getting that sapper camp, perhaps. Nexus Cats actually considered doing theirs, but then Chromie decided to say hello. And actually, right now, Nexus Cats is like a level behind in experience. Arthur now is sitting in this bush, perhaps waiting to see if they're going to try and take that. However, they're coming up now. You see this Varian and the Chromie. However, that little stop coming in. Chromie's not going to survive, though.
Oh, Chromie down.
She should be back up in time, though, for the... Ooh, that flip coming in on the Varian. That guy in the Diablo. I like that wall bang into the tower. It's an aggressive one, but it was he took care of it. He's really low in health, though. And right now, we have Alex Straza attempting to chill in the bush there. Try and maybe bait out some shots here. And Nexus Cat's actually hitting that Urel. Is she going to be able to get away? Decker trying to root her, and she does not get away. Diablo has all of his souls now. However, I feel like they're about to be... Oh, he managed to get away. I thought he was going to lose him as quick as he got him. And right now, Nexus Cats coming in, securing the left tower. Phoenix actually securing the bottom bell tower, trying to mitigate some of the damage here. However, right now Nexus Cats is really low, and Diablo is getting taunted, loses his souls. Artanis might be next on this list here. Artanis next to go down, and he finally goes down. A quad kill coming out of MHS Tigers, not wanting to give up their altar. And so I'm actually really enjoying this play from MHS Tigers right now. They're going for the boss.
Yeah. So we got some boss
they secured the bottom bell tower during that fight. They got 4 kills on Nexus Cats. Nexus Cats needs to get their 10 and maybe re-strategize how they're going about this game. So right now we have Jaina and that guy in the bot lane cleaning up the bell tower. However, we have MHS Tigers pushing in the mid. However, they're about to lose the mini wave. Actually, Dragon Strike coming out. Ring of Frost actually taking that Diablo in. Or actually the Phoenix, rather. And he does manage to go down. Stay a while and listen being used.
Stay a while.
Cleansing Flame actually trying to whittle down the enemy team. Trying to keep Yrel alive. Ardent Defender being used. So many ultimates used. 1 death, though. Only 1. And the mid fort is still really low. However, altars are getting ready to come up. Phoenix will be back up in time for them. But I do like the pick that they got to pick. Wallbang coming in on the Yrel. Yrel actually might not make it out of here. And Jaina finishes her off. However, Planet Cracker coming in and wiping out Jaina.
Phoenix is going to take down Artanis.
We have Temporal Recall. Hanzo managing to get away.
Lulu in trouble, Deckard.
And it looks like
Gets out of there.
Nexus Cats is going to give up this next altar. So right now we have MHS Tigers pushing in bot. However, Varian potentially getting caught out here. He got flipped by the Diablo. He's going to manage to get away, though. APOC actually being used on the Alexstrasza. Ooh.
Good ring. Oh, followed
Yeah,
by
stay on listen with you.
Chromie is going to go down.
This is some back and forth kills going on right now.
So many deaths. Phoenix in trouble.
Yeah, right.
Can't
So right now,
teleport.
MHS Tigers actually getting taken out to a quad kill on them. And that puts Nexus Cats back in the game in sense of experience. I mean, they're down right now, 19 shots on their core to the 28 of MHS Tigers. Varian actually getting caught out here. He's next to go down. And now they're stealing this chapter camp, which isn't a bad play from them. Now it looks like they're going to split up, try and get theirs as well.
Yeah, the Tigers have the lanes pushed pretty deep though, so we'll see if
I feel like if Nexus Cats can
Minions
pull
can
that kind of fight before the altars, or even at the beginning of them, then we should see the tide start to shift. We actually have mid bell tower being claimed by minions for them. Minions. For MHS Tigers. Tapper camp getting cleaned up for the most part. Not entirely yet, though. Temporal Recall being used. Planet Cracker coming in. Ring of Frost being used on the Varian. Chromie's actually caught out. APOC coming in. Varian is not enjoying this. Cleansing Flame coming in. Is it going to be enough to save Varian? Parry being used. Everything was being used there to save the Varian. And this is actually going to be a Nexus Cats altar.
Yeah, Urel is upstairs. Top lane by herself, trying to push maybe to get some more towers in.
Urel perhaps being that cat that ignores everybody when they're calling her, chilling upstairs. So right now, Nexus Cat's coming up, possibly looking for. They were potentially looking for someone to pick, but they're just going to work on cleaning up that mid bell tower. MHS Tigers coming up to this top sapper camp. Now, I'm kind of curious to see what Urel is going to pick up at 20. I mean, from the times I've played her, I pick up was Seraphim for the Unstoppable, but her Ardent Defender 20 is actually really good too because it gives more healing for her team. Ooh! Ring of Frost coming in. Ardent Defender actually being used. Stay a while and listen being used. A lot of ultimates being used. I feel like Urel is not going to make it though. And she gets taken out. Varian actually really late to that fight. And this is exactly what I was talking about. Nexus Cat's working on securing these picks before these fights ever happen. However, Artana's getting caught out though. And they managed to get a trade out. Boss actually was aggroed. And I feel like Nexus Cats has the potential here to secure 2.
Yeah, Cats. They're gonna send Hanzo down for the southern.
I mean, Chromie's got to be careful though. I mean, granted, this is going to put Nexus Cats a lot closer, which just did, but MHS Tigers still has the lead for now. It's not over yet. Talent tiers are relatively even. Kill counts are actually a lot closer than they were this game than last game. And Chromie working on whittling down the enemy team that was working on that separate camp. MHS Tigers responding in kind by taking theirs. Though I'm kind of curious about the Planet Cracker. I would have liked to see Purification Salvo with this lineup.
Not too many other slows to assist him though. Maybe just Alex's.
Good point. Good point. All right, so right now we have Purification Beam coming down on the Phoenix. The Bell Tower being secured for MHS Tigers. Urel actually getting rooted. Is she going to be able to get away? Yes. Artanis actually getting a good swap on her. Ring of Frost coming in. Ardent Defender and Yuso. Planet Cracker being summoned. Cleansing Flame coming in on that Diablo. And he's so low. Alex does finish him off. He has no souls left. Hanzo next to go. And this actually looks... Oof. MHS Tigers are not done yet. Trip kill coming in. Diablo's back up though, but now his strong suit has been eliminated, which is his souls. So this should fall to MHS Tigers. Put down Nexus Cast down to 13 shots left on their court, or actually 10 rather. Sorry. Why was I thinking 13? I can't count today, guys. Numbers are hard. Out of all the things in college I hate, math is the most. Dragon Arrow coming in, followed by an Apocalypse. Phoenix getting stunned. His warp is canceled, though. Alex Straza goes down. Temporal Recall actually saving that Phoenix, but Hanzo's there to clean it up anyway. Urel's in a bit of trouble. Ring of Frost coming in. Urel's gone. Varian rather may be next. Barry being used. Hanzo coming in. Ooh. Barry being used, but that overpowered by Diablo. Quad kill coming out against MHS Tigers. Boss is up now. Might as well take advantage of it. However, if I was MHS Tigers right now, I mean, even though they're 4 down, You know, unless Nexus Cats takes that bottom bell tower, that's a potential liability.
Mm-hmm.
Chromie actually doing what she can to whittle down the enemy team. I wonder if MHS Tigers is going to spot this out, maybe try and force some kind of split play from Nexus Cats here.
Mm-hmm.
But it actually looks like it looks like they're going to ignore the Sapper Camp top lane, which isn't a bad call. They don't really have tons to worry about here. Dragon Strike actually arrow coming in. Alex Straza actually having to use Cleansing Flame to stay alive. However, Arthur now is going to regret that decision. Ardent Defender being used. Planet Cracker actually canceled out there. Nexus Cats could be in trouble here.
Right, yeah. Yeah, good defense.
Deckard King is next to go, and right now, all MHS Tigers have to do is get that Sapper Camp, their Sapper Camp, and at least get 5 of them in there, and they win. That's all they have to do, and it looks like that's what they're trying to do. We have Urel, Chromie, and Phoenix desperately doing what they can. However, Urel getting pushed into the no man's land, but does get away. Swap misses. 2 shots so far in, or actually 3. All 3 managed to get in so far. So now, Nexus Cats are on their last life.
Mm-hmm.
Or rather, their last 2. That last Sapper Camp being taken. Deckard's going to be up in 5 seconds, so it's not completely over yet. Nexus Cats does not have their 20s yet, but I feel right now they don't really have a choice. They need to clean this up. They're actually going to work on trying to take the bell tower. Authors are back up. Mid lane's actually getting pushed out. They still need to defend this. They need to at least defend that Sapper Camp lead. That's their win objective. 20s are online now for both teams. Now, Nexus Cats has to win both of these. Can they do it? Planet Cracker coming online, trying to zone out. Apoc coming in. Ring of Frost coming in. Everything they're doing, trying to hold it. Oh, Diablo actually using everything in their power to stop. Stay well and listen. Varian goes down. Chromie's next to go. Diablo next to go. Arthur now. Ooh, actually, they did get it. MHS Tigers wins this game, too. That was a very, very intense game. Very back and forth. It was definitely more of a showing for MHS Tigers here. Yeah, 20 kills to 16. Actually, the kills were in favor of Nexus Cats. So it's a evened up series here, 1-1. So let's actually see if we can get an interview going with the captain of MHS Tigers. Just gotta go find him really fast. So what you think about that last game there? I feel like that just at the end, it was ridiculous.
Yeah, definite favored map of the Tigers. They proved us wrong. They've been practicing. They've got their strategies set up.
Yeah, for sure. However, that Nexus Cats combo definitely wasn't, horrible.
Yeah, they were hitting the Janus Ring of Frost, and then soon after, the Stay a While and Listen.
All right, I'm just Communicating with Winslow here, the captain of MHS Tigers. Trying to get him in for an interview. All right, so we see him there, so let's go meet him.
Okay.
Hello.
Hey. Hello.
So, Winslow, MHS Tigers, you guys definitely decided to show your own claws and teeth in this game 2 on Towers of Doom. So just kind of, my first question would be, after that game on Volskaya Foundry, what were your guys' thoughts, and did you guys need to potentially, kind of re-strategize how you were going to go into game 2, or was that draft kind of already, in your head?
Well, I would say that our solo laner that we had on the first game, which was the Sonya, they don't have a mic, so calling comms between both of us is sometimes a little one-sided and we're not sure.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So oftentimes he would get caught out after calls and we weren't sure what was going on, so we just...
Yeah, I think one of the things there, just in that draft in particular, is they had the Joanna, and then they had the Cassia, but granted, Sonya was picked beforehand. But once I saw that Cassia pick, I knew really in team fights that Sonya wasn't going to be able to really provide as much because she was just going to be blinded for days. But that Junkrat, though, from Nexus Cats, definitely kept you guys on your toes. He had some really great minds.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, our two warrior players weren't respecting the mines whatsoever, and we're getting blown into the middle.
Yeah, that's definitely definitely true. But so yeah, in game number 2, guys, for a little bit there, in the early game, you guys definitely had that strong advantage, and then it seemed kind of like in the mid game, you guys were kind of floundering, taking some bad engagements here and there, and then you managed to kind of turn it around towards the end there and put Nexus Cats in that precarious position and secured the second map of the series.
Yeah.
No, we were feeling pretty confident with the early game in Towers of Doom, and then I think it was around we were pushing one of their keeps that we got a bit too overconfident. We stayed a little bit too long. I think that was the moment where most of the enemy team was really low on health, and we all dived in one after another trying to pick them off, but all that ended up happening was that we got picked off instead. So after that, we had to kind of regroup and rethink, calm down a little bit and kind of reorganize ourselves. But at the end, I think that we were able to recompose and...
Yeah, for sure. Sometimes that tunnel vision can get the best of everyone. But just definitely a very interesting series here. The Cat rivalry is undecided right now because it's a draw. So perhaps in the next round, we will see which cat is the stronger cat. But so before we end this interview, do you boys happen to have any shout-outs that you'd like to give?
For me, I would just shout out, as usual, to the gaming club at our high school, MHS, Middleton High School. We have players of games like League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm, Super Smash Bros. And does Hearthstone still exist in our club? I'm not sure. and especially to our sponsor, Coach Dotson, who's also a sub for our team. And I'm pretty sure he's also watching the stream right now.
All right, yeah, man. I was kind of wondering what the MHS stood for, but now I know, so that's kind of cool. Instead of the collegiate team, we have the high school team. So there we go. That's the pre-level before collegiate guys. Now they're having high school teams for esports. All right, so with that said, thank you for coming out to the interview. It was great casting you guys' games, and we'll get you guys in the next one.
Thank you for having us. We appreciate it.
what he
Good
said.
games.
All right, guys. See ya.
All right. See you later.
Bye.
All right, so there we go. That was the interview with Winslow from MHS Tigers, deciding to represent their high school club there. And so, yeah, that was just a really interesting series. Some kind of nifty drafts in Divi. What about you, Double Dam? Do you happen to have any shout-outs, last thoughts?
I just want to thank you for having me. I'm newer to co-casting, and my comfort is weenus. So like coming in and it's been a pleasure to cast with you. And if you have me back, I'll come
Well,
back
yeah,
sometime.
sure. It's never a problem working with new faces. I know Weenus is my mod, so Weenus, you're kind of cool, I guess. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, shout out to like Div D. I think I have to emergency sub after this cast for the Banter
Oh,
Brothers, so we'll see.
Is that game being streamed?
I
I might have to go watch and spectate that. But all right, guys. So with that, I'm going to be ending the stream. So here at the end of it all, we have Nexus Cats versus MHS Tigers with a draw in the at the end, one map for each. And that being said, I am Talyep, your gracious host. With me tonight on the co-cast chair was Double Dam. And if you happen to want to follow either of us, you can follow me on Twitter at LordYep1337. And on hers is a little flip-flopped. You can follow her on Dam_double on Twitter. So a little bit of shameless plugs out there. I like to see some good follows. And so thanks for coming out, guys. It was great having you. Have a good night, everyone.
Thank you.